Anthropic just accused a Chinese AI company of stealing the actual brain of its artificial intelligence. I'm Chuck Getchell. This is AI in 10 Gao, what happened, why it matters, what you can do with it. Let's go. So let me set this up for you because this story sounds technical on the surface, but it is actually pretty simple once you understand one key idea. Anthropic, you may know them as the company behind Claude, one of the most widely used AI assistants right now. They filed a major lawsuit a few days ago against a Chinese AI firm. And the accusation is not just that someone copied their app or their website or their branding. The accusation is that someone stole the actual model weights. And that changes everything about this story. So what are model weights? Great question. Think of it this way. When you train an AI system, you feed it enormous amounts of information over months, sometimes years, at a cost of tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars. What comes out the other side of all that is a massive file full of numbers. Billions of numbers. Each number represents something the AI learned. Those numbers are the model weights. They are, in the most literal sense, what the AI knows. They are the brain. So when Anthropic says someone stole their model weights, they are not saying someone copied a recipe. They are saying someone walked out with the chef. Now here is why this is such a big deal. Training a frontier AI model from scratch is brutally expensive. We are talking about the kind of money that makes regular business expenses look like loose change in a couch cushion. If a competitor can grab your model weights without going through all that investment, they just got a free shortcut to your entire product. They did not have to do the math, pay for the chips, or spend 3 years figuring out how to make it work. They just took it. That is the allegation here, that a Chinese AI company obtained Anthropic's weights without authorization and built a competing product on top of them. Anthropic filed this in U.S. federal court, and that decision itself tells you something. When you file in federal court, you are not sending a strongly worded email. You are going to war with paperwork. This is serious, deliberate, and expensive in its own right. Anthropic is treating this as a line in the sand moment. The case is still developing. We do not yet have the defendant's response. We do not know all the evidence. As I always say, I am not a lawyer, and nothing here is legal advice. Always talk to a professional for anything specific to your situation. But the facts as reported are clear enough. A major AI lab is accusing a foreign competitor of intellectual property theft at the highest level. Now let's connect this to your life. Because this is not just a tech company squabble. The outcome of this case is going to affect what AI tools you use, what they cost, and how much you can trust them. Here's the first way it hits you. If courts decide that model weights are fully protected intellectual property, and they might, then frontier AI labs will feel much more confident investing in huge, expensive training runs. They will know their investment is protected, but they will also feel more confident locking those models behind paywalls. That means the best AI tools may increasingly cost money. Not a lot of money, but not free either. That matters for you if you are a small business owner, a freelancer, a teacher, a parent trying to use AI tools without a corporate expense account. The second way this hits you is trust. This lawsuit raises a question a lot of people have not thought about yet. If someone can steal the brain of an AI system, what else can leak? When you type something into an AI tool, especially at work, you are trusting that the system on the other end is what it claims to be. You are trusting that it was built legitimately, governed by real policies, and that your data is handled properly. A copied or stolen model does not come with those guarantees. It is basically a counterfeit product with a friendly chat interface, which sounds harmless until you remember you might be running confidential client data through it. The third way this touches your life is job market dynamics. Right now, there is genuine competition in AI. Multiple companies building, improving, undercutting each other on price. That competition is why AI tools have gotten better and cheaper at a pace that has surprised everyone, including the people building them. If courts clamp down hard on how AI can be shared, copied, or built upon, some of that competitive pressure could ease off. And when competition eases off, prices tend to go up and innovation tends to slow down. The free market benefits everyone when the rules of the game are clear and fairly enforced. There is also something bigger happening in the background here. This case lands right in the middle of a very complicated moment between the United States and China when it comes to advanced technology, The US has already put export controls on the chips that power the most advanced AI systems. The idea is to slow down the global spread of the most powerful AI capabilities. Now you have a US AI lab saying a Chinese firm did not just work around those chip restrictions, they went straight to the source and grabbed the finished product. That is a genuinely new kind of accusation in this space. And it is going to get attention from people far beyond the AI industry. Okay, so here's your one actionable thing for today, and I want to make this practical, not scary. The next time you pick up an AI tool, whether it is something free you found online, an app you downloaded, or a tool someone recommended at work, take 60 seconds to do a quick provenance check. That is a fancy word that just means, who made this and where did it come from? Here is what to look for. First, is there a clear company behind this tool? Not just a logo, but an actual company with a website, a privacy policy, and a support contact. Second, does the tool tell you which AI model it is powered by? A lot of legit apps will say something like powered by Claude or built on GPT. That transparency matters. Third, check the privacy policy for one thing. Does this tool store your inputs? And if so, for how long and for what purpose? You do not need to become a lawyer to do this. You just need to take the same 30 seconds you would spend checking reviews before downloading any app. Here is a useful rule of thumb. If an AI tool claims to perform at the same level as Claude or ChatGPT, but you have never heard of the company behind it, and it is completely free with no clear business model, treat it like a mystery meat situation. It might be fine, it might not be. But you probably do not want to find out by running your client contracts through it. Stick with tools that have clear backing, real documentation, and known privacy commitments. That is not being paranoid. That is just being a smart consumer. In a world where the AI marketplace is growing faster than most people can track, and if you are newer to all of this, if you are still trying to figure out which AI tools are worth learning in the first place, my AI Explained course is exactly where to start. It is 30 short videos that walk you through everything from scratch, in plain English, no tech background required. Just look for AI Hammock and you will find it. Here is the big picture takeaway from this story. AI is not just a technology story anymore. It is a legal story, it is a geopolitical story, it is a story about who owns the most powerful tools ever built and what happens when someone tries to take them. Anthropic's lawsuit is the first major case of its kind at this level. It probably will not be the last. And the decisions made in that courtroom are going to shape what AI looks like, what it costs, and who controls it for years to come. The good news is that you do not have to wait for a verdict to act smart. Know your tools, know who built them, and keep learning, because the people who understand how this world works are the ones who are going to get the most out of it. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.